Anyway, we're talking non-league football, and let's get a word with Jed McCrory, who's the Stratford Town chairman, who's joined us on the line. Evening, Jed.
Evening, Rob. How are you?
Yeah, very well. And you must be cock-a-hoop after last night's win at Stourbridge, I would think.
Yeah, we were very good. Very good. Could have been anything. 2-0, and I've got to be honest, not down in Stourbridge, but going there on a Tuesday night is a tough one to win. But if we'd have won that 6 or 7, it would have been a fair result.
And they, of course, Stourbridge were the leaders of the Southern Premier Division Central going into last night's game.
Yeah, they were unbeaten, but we got everyone back on the pitch. We had no injuries, so it was nice to get a full squad out for the first time in about 4 or 5 games where we've struggled recently, especially in the FA Cup.
Yeah, now you got knocked out of the FA Cup early on, which I know is obviously a big disappointment to everybody connected with the club, wasn't it? Yeah,
we were gutted, and I think at the time we had both centre-halves were struggling with injuries. There was 4 or 5 really bad knocks in the team. Lewis Ison's been playing with 2 broken toes, but you try and wrap it up and get through, don't you? But no, we were really good last night, and the lads' commitment is great. The supporters are getting behind us, and we're God, haven't we? That's the thing. To go to Stourbridge from home shows the credentials of the side that if we can get some consistency, we should challenge.
Yeah, and Gavin Hurren obviously is your manager, and I know when Dave Sharp, our correspondent, spoke to him after the Bedford game last weekend, he was basically saying that yes, he knows that you want to be pushing towards the playoffs. He knows that's his brief essentially in this division, Jed.
It is, yeah. That's where we want a cup run, and we want to get promoted. And after the game Saturday, I was extremely disappointed, and I think they understood exactly. I went into a change room after, spoke to the guys, and I think we got to repaint the dressing rooms after Saturday. But we certainly got a response on Tuesday night.
Yeah, that was a fantastic. Just tell us the story of the game then at Stourbridge, Jed, and how it unfolded for us.
Well, I just think the lads turned up. The mentality was right. Everyone was totally focused. The management team had got the right information through to the players. We guessed on how Stourbridge would play against us, and the boys started brightly. Honestly, I felt we should have been 3 or 4 up in the first half. I think you can still get the audio, the radio, from Stuart's broadcast, and Stuart's comments were it's the best he's ever seen us play. We were just so focused. It's a very physical game when you go to Stourbridge. They'll definitely be up there. They're one of the big boys in the division, have been for a few years. And it was very physical. The guys stood up with quite a young side. And we were very unlucky to go in 0-0. They made 3 changes at half-time, which is unusual for a team that's drawing 0-0 at home side. And then they came out quite bright. They had 2 chances at the beginning of the second half, and then we scored 2 quick goals within 7 or 8 minutes. And then we just closed the door. It's a very professional performance, a bit like Leamington, Oogie in his days when he could win 1-0. So maybe we're learning a little bit from our neighbours.
And hopefully now then this is the springboard. You got to hope that this is the springboard for, well, the next few weeks at least, and maybe who knows the rest of the season.
Well, hopefully, and because of the aspirations of the club, if we can't quite get it right, then obviously we'll bring some new additions in to try and bolster it. We got 1 coming in this week. We haven't got a game Saturday, so we've got 4 training sessions to bed in who we're bringing in, and we're going to do our best to get another team in Warwickshire up into the Conference North.
Well, that's excellent to hear, Jed. Thank you very much indeed. Well done for last night, and we'll keep in touch, obviously, through the course of the season, Jed. Thank you.
All the best. Thank you.
That's Jed McCrory, the Stratford Town chairman, who obviously is aiming high, Liam.
Sounds like he's aiming